everyone, welcome back to Sham's Makeup Artistry. If this is the very first time you're tuning into my channel, my name is Shamala and please subscribe to my channel. Today I'm actually going to review a foundation, and the foundation is by Lancome. This is their Teint Idole Ultra Wear Sunscreen Broad Spectrum of 15 up to 24 hours foundation. It's a long wear foundation, and this foundation retails at $47 and it's available at Sephora and most of the beauty standing stores. And there are about 44 shades overall in this foundation range, and I am in the shade 450 Suede N. So I did try out this foundation in their stick version, which I personally like the foundation, especially when the weather is a little bit more on the humid side, because this foundation does wear pretty long on the skin and it doesn't feel oily on the skin. Being a combination to dry skin, I still tend to get oily on my T-zone area, especially when the weather is more humid. So on the Sephora website, this foundation does claim to be an oil-free, long-wearing liquid foundation that delivers a buildable coverage and leaves a natural-looking velvety matte finish up to 24 hours. It is also said to be suitable for normal, dry, combination and oily skin. The coverage, it does say it's a medium coverage foundation. The finish is matte and the formulation is liquid. It's supposed to be fragrance free, and it says that Teint Idole Ultra Longwear does have 45 shade range overall, and it's guaranteed to have your shade range. And study shows that 400 women and 98% of participants were able to find their perfect match. So for me, since I was using the stick version in 450 Suede, and I decided to get the same shade in their liquid formula. Many years back, I've tried out their liquid formula, which used to be my favorite as well. The packaging was slightly different a couple of years ago. It looks very similar, but on the top it was plain, but right now they do have their logo. I believe the rose is Lancome's logo, and I have been really enjoying this foundation. So this foundation does come in a bottle form and it does have a pump. And for me personally, I like using this foundation with a brush, and then I go in blending the foundation with a beauty blender to give it an even look. And overall, this foundation has been a pretty good foundation for my skin type, being a combination to dry skin. It does give me a pretty good coverage. It does claim to be a medium coverage foundation, but for me personally, I feel that it does give a pretty good amount of coverage, like full coverage foundation, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It doesn't feel tacky on the skin, and it's easily blendable when you're trying to put the foundation on. For me personally, I feel that for my skin type, half a pump or one pump is good enough to cover up the entire face area. I usually need a little bit more additional over my cheek area, and I just take a tad little bit more, like from a half pump to one pump, or one pump to another quarter pump or something like that, to blend it over my cheek area. And thus far, I have been really liking this foundation. There is a demo of myself applying the foundation so that you can see how it looks on my skin while I'm actually applying it. I do have like a couple of spots on my cheek area currently, acne problem, but it covers up pretty well. So I've been really liking this foundation, especially when the weather is really humid. I tend to lean to foundations that can hold up to the skin, especially when you have a skin that you need to blot all the time. You want something that is easygoing, easy to apply, and you don't have to be very conscious over how it looks on your skin. So this foundation has to be one of it. It looks really good on the skin. I tend to have very sensitive skin. Some foundations does break me, or some foundations does give me bumps over my face area, but this has not done anything bad to my skin, so that's another plus point. When I actually purchased my foundation at Sephora, it came in a box version like this, which has like a free fix and forget it spray. It's like a setting spray from Lancome, and it also comes with a prep and matte primer from Lancome. So it's just like a mini version. Let me just share with you guys. So it's like a 3-step kind of thing. You apply the primer and then put on the foundation, and then you set it with the fix spray. So this is how the primer looks like in a mini version, and it's the fix spray by Lancome. I did try out the primer. For me personally, I feel that it works just like any other primers that I have tried, although it says that it has a mattifying kind of effect. And I did not really try this spray, so I do not know how well it works as a setting spray. But if I happen to try this out, I'll definitely share with you guys my thoughts on it. Overall, for me, I would give this foundation a 5-star because I've been really liking this foundation. So if you're in a hunt for a good long wear foundation and something that can hold up the oil on your skin, yet it doesn't look cakey or heavy on your skin, you may want to try out the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. So I do hope you found my very quick review and my thoughts and also my demo being helpful for you guys to decide or not you're going to pick up this foundation. To my very next one, stay beautiful inside and out. Give me a